5:15 is the time, and 1 year ago today, we lost our friend and colleague Paul Lamison suddenly to a heart attack. And Paul served as our chief photographer for more than 20 years.
Well, today Mayor Castor will honor Paul's life and legacy. Deanne had the chance to speak with Mayor Castor ahead of a ceremony today. This is really amazing, Deanne.
It's incredible, and I have to tell you, just like many of us, Mayor Castor says it's hard to believe it's been 1 year since Paul died. So she decided to honor his life and legacy in a big way.
We are going to make it Paul Lamison's day in the city of Tampa. He was such an incredible individual and had such an impact in our community. You know, he worked for the TV station. He was a cameraman, so I saw him everywhere. Always recognizable by his Rays hat. Huge Rays fan, which I'm sure he's watching from heaven right now, and their great start to the year. But then also everything he did in the community. On his days off, he was always involved. He and his wife and his daughters, you would see them at events all around the city.
You sure would. You might even see him on a skateboard. Many of you remember Paul as the man in Eagle 8 HD. Paul also our chief photographer, as we mentioned, for over 20 years, but he worked at WFLA for nearly 30. Mentoring staff and even interns was a big passion of his. Now there's an endowment scholarship in Paul's name at his alma mater, USF, for aspiring journalists.
The second you met Paul, he was your friend. And so it's an honor for me to be able to provide this small tribute to him for all that he's done for our community.
And he has done so much. He was with Oprah.
Yeah, he was.
So the mayor, city of Tampa officials are going to hold that ceremony today at 1:30.
Could you imagine what he would say?
Oh my gosh.
Paul Lamison Day. He'd be like, yep,
He'd be like,
that's me.
Duh.
Yeah,
It's every
about
day.
time, right?
It's amazing. We sure do miss him. I can't believe it's been a year. I cannot believe it.
No.
You know, normally, you know, people think of the people behind the camera aren't seen as much.
Right.
That's what made Paul different. As he was
Yep.
seen by the mayor. I mean, noticed him every time because of who he was.
Yeah.
Listen, I definitely also want to thank everyone who contributed to that fund that allowed them to raise. So Nerissa has been talking me through this for the whole year. $25,000 had to be raised in order for USF to endow the scholarship. Wow. And now that scholarship, USF will commit to giving that money forever.
It's amazing. That's awesome.
He would be so proud of that legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, incredible.
We missed him every